Hi friends, welcome to Read Prep channel. Today we are going to discuss regarding reproduction in animals, particularly asexual reproduction. What is this reproduction in animals? Living animals normally they have a life cycle like the birth, growth, development, maturation, reproduction and death. The fundamental feature of all the living organisms is reproduction. What is this reproduction? What is the definition? It means it's a biological process in which the organisms produce their young ones. Reproduction is a biological process by which the living beings propagate or duplicate their own kind. Once the young ones grow, they mature to repeat the process. What are the basic features of reproduction? In this, the various processes occur like the synthesis of RNA and proteins, replication of DNA, cell division and growth, formation of reproductive units, and their fertilization to form new individuals. There are two major types of reproduction. One is called asexual reproduction, the other one is called sexual reproduction. Let us discuss today in part 1 about asexual reproduction. What is this asexual reproduction? This reproduction is by a single parent. There is no involvement of gametes. The offspring that is produced is identical genetically to that of the parent. And the reproduction occurs by amitosis or mitotic division of the somatic body cells. This type of asexual reproduction is called somatogenic reproduction or also blastogenic reproduction. Sexual reproduction, what is it? When two parents, a male and a female, participate in the reproductive process involving two types of gametes, the ovum produced by the female and the sperm produced by the male. The ovum and the sperm fuse together to form the zygote and a new embryo and an individual. Today in this lecture we are going to discuss only about asexual reproduction, particularly fission. What is this asexual reproduction? This occurs commonly in protista, bacteria, archaea and in many multicellular organisms which have a simple organization of the structure. The offsprings that are produced show uniparental inheritance and there is no genetic variation. There are different types of asexual reproduction. One is called fission, the other one is called encysment, the third one is budding, the fourth one is fragmentation, and the last one is the regeneration. What is this fission? Fission is the division of the parent body or the parent cell into two or more identical daughter individuals. This fission is of many types like binary fission, multiple fission, plasmotomy, strobylation and sporulation. In this class we are going to discuss only about binary fission and multiple fission. What is binary fission? Here the parent organism divides into two halves. Each half develops into a new daughter individual. What happens in this? First, the nucleus divides amitotically or mitotically. The division of the nucleus is called karyokinesis, followed by the division of the cytoplasm. The division of the cytoplasm is called cytokinesis. The resulting offspring that is formed is genetically identical to the parent. So we must understand the process of karyokinesis and cytokinesis. Binary fission is of different types. One is simple irregular binary fission, transverse binary fission, longitudinal binary fission, and oblique binary fission. What is this simple irregular binary fission? Where does it occur? It is seen in amoeba. Amoeba, you know, is an irregular shaped organism which has irregular shaped body with pseudopodias. The plane of division that occurs in amoeba cannot be observed properly. What happens in this? The contractile vacuoles cease to function and the contractile vacuoles disappear. Slowly, the nuclei that is present in the nucleus, it also disintegrates. And the nucleus divides mitotically into two. Later, a constriction appears in the cell body in the middle and the cytoplasm divides, resulting in a two new daughter individual. This is simple irregular binary fission which is seen in amoeba. What is transverse binary fission? As the name implies, there is a horizontal division or a transverse division between the two daughter cell resulting, and the division occurs in the transverse axis. What happens? The macronucleus divides into two by amitosis and the micronucleus divides into two by mitosis, then followed by the division of the cell body. This is seen in animals like paramecium and planaria. We also see such type of division in bacteria. Now, what is this longitudinal binary fission? As the name implies, the division of the cell is in a longitudinal axis. The nucleus divides in a longitudinal pattern and the cytoplasm divides in a longitudinal axis. This occurs in Vorticella or in Euglena. Now, what happens? For example, in flagellates, the flagellum is retained by one daughter cell and a new flagellum develops in another daughter cell. The basal granule divides into two and the new basal granule that is formed gives a new flagella to the daughter individual. This is seen in Vorticella and Euglena. What is oblique binary fission? This is seen in dinoflagellates, where the division of the cell is in an oblique form. The axis of division is oblique. This is seen in Monocystis, Plasmodium vivax, the malarial parasite, the planaria, and Serratium. Then let us move on to multiple fission. Multiple fission is seen in Vorticella, where the parent body divides into smaller daughter cells simultaneously at the same time. Initially, the nucleus divides into smaller nuclei without the division of the cytoplasm, and later the cytoplasm accumulates around the nucleus and forms a new individual. And this results in formation of multiple daughter cells from a single parent cell. You can see this in Plasmodium. You can also see this in many organisms like Vorticella. Multiple fission is also called repeated fission. Why? Because the daughter cells can further divide into equal cell divisions and they give rise to many smaller daughter cells. and the cell division and the nuclear division is complete, resulting in multiple daughter cells. This is called multiple fission. That's all for today about fission in organisms. Kindly log on to www.readmedprepacademy.com. Kindly subscribe our YouTube channel Read MedPrep Academy. Don't forget, study well, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.